Coming up, President Trump has begun working on dismantling the Department of Education.
And WSU, yesterday President Trump's.
This is Murrow News 8.
President Trump has begun working on.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
I'm Cooper Morgan.
And I'm Emily Schmalls. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order calling for the dismantling of the U.S. Education Department. The order says the Education Secretary will take all necessary steps to facilitate the closure and return authority to states and local communities. Completing it is most likely impossible without an act of Congress. The White House said the agency will retain certain critical functions.
Washington State Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Reichdale responded Thursday to President Trump's executive order to disband the Department of Education. Reichdale says the order is not clear on what impacts might be to federal funding, and states need to be ready to reinforce public education investments. The order states that the department does not have the staff to manage its loan portfolio. Reichdale says Washington State will continue to protect students past federal minimum protections.
WSU's College of Education is expanding its identity. Coming into effect on May 1st, the college will officially become the College of Education, Sport, and Human Sciences to better reflect the areas of its programs. College Dean Karen Thomas Brown said the decision was driven by the need for greater clarity.
According to court documents released yesterday, Brian Kohberger sought to purchase a replacement knife after he allegedly killed 4 University of Idaho students. This information could prompt prosecutors to argue that Kohberger was looking to restock the equipment after losing the original knife and sheath. A sheath with DNA linked to Kohberger's was found at the murder scene, although the murder weapon was not found.
The 31-year-old woman who was found not guilty by reason of insanity in a Pullman attempted murder has been committed to a state psychiatric hospital. Tiffany Dennison was charged with attempted murder for allegedly stabbing a Pullman man inside his College Hill home last year. Dennison moved up from California and was living in Pullman with her sister when she met with the victim's girlfriend. She thought that the man was the devil, and doctors found that she was having a psychotic episode during the stabbing.
Former WSU student Taylor Culbertson will not face charges for felony assault in a street brawl on College Hill last fall. Police alleged that Culbertson kicked a 21-year-old man while he was knocked unconscious. Culbertson told Pullman police that he was acting in self-defense. Whitman County Prosecutor Dennis Tracy has declined to prosecute Culbertson, stating insufficient evidence.
WSU's Multicultural Greek Council responded to the U.S. Department of Education's new changes. Here's our reporter Rachel Turcotte with more.
The Multicultural Greek organization at WSU promotes cultural diversity and belonging. This is Jalen Hahn, a member of the Sigma Psi Zeta chapter of MGC.
I joined because I just, Pullman's just not as diverse as I would personally like it to be. So I joined looking for a community where they really understood me and how I grew up, because it's a lot different than other people. It was just finding people with similar values and experiences that I've had. It makes me feel recognized and noticed.
On February 28th, MGC released this statement on their Instagram addressing the recent guidance by the U.S. Department of Education. Jalen and other MGC members now look ahead to see how this will impact their organization.
We're still trying our best to do what we can, uplift all those minority communities, but it's more like all of us are having it hit harder personally, because it affects us directly, and it's just sad to see all of that stuff go away when our whole chapter is about fighting for that, and our mission is literally to fight for people of color, and it's just really sad to hear. It's just disappointing.
Jalen also states that MGC will continue their current activities while uplifting their multicultural communities.
MGC is going to continue. We're not going to disappear. So we're just going to keep moving forward and still fighting for our whole cause, our community based. And yeah.
In a time of darkness and uncertainty, the multicultural Greek community will continue to fight for their values. This is Rachel Turcotte reporting in Pullman, Murrow News 8.
Local philanthropists Dr. Ed and Beatrice Schweitzer, along with Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories, have stepped forward with a proposal to purchase and preserve the financially troubled Pullman Aquatic Center. The Schweitzer have had an ongoing commitment to the Pullman community by supporting local infrastructure and recreational amenities.
The Washington State Community Economic Revitalization Board has awarded the Port of Whitman County a $2.1 million loan for industrial development. The funding will be used to build an industrial park on an existing port property north of Toccoa. The port will develop 5 shovel-ready lots, and once those are complete, private sector tenants can begin to build on the site.
The University of Idaho has secured a $4.5 million grant from the National Science Foundation to enhance research management using generative AI. Led by principal investigator Sarah Martinik, the project aims to streamline administrative processes and reducing repetitive tasks for research staff. The initiative, which will benefit smaller universities, will foster a community of practice to share AI tools and insights across institutions. U of I has already partnered with Southern Utah University with plans to expand further.
Coming up, a certain Palouse-based organization is speaking out against Trump's tariffs.
And spring has finally sprung. We'll see how students feel about it after the break.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored?
Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories has weighed in on the aluminum and steel tariffs enacted by the Trump administration. In a letter published on March 3rd by SEL founder Edmund O. Schweitzer III, he says that President Trump is critical of our relationships with Mexico and Canada and seems to be missing the joy in our sovereign roots and successes. By free trade, SLE paid $300,000 in tariffs at the southern border for shipments just a day after the letter's release.
Yesterday, Washington Senate Democrats released their proposal for the state's biennium budget focused on addressing a projected $13 billion deficit over the next 4 years. The pillars of the proposal include a new tax on financial intangibles, a tax on employer payroll expenses, a retooling of the property tax formula, and a repeal of ineffective and obsolete tax exemptions, and a decrease of the state sales tax by 0.5%.
House Bill 135 was passed in the Idaho House with a 46-22 vote. The bill would restrict undocumented worker access to services like immunizations, food resistance, prenatal and postnatal care, and short-term shelter programs. It would also prevent receiving benefits such as a SNAP and a WIC.
With the chilly weather coming to an end, students across campus are embracing the arrival of spring. We hit campus to see how students feel about spring. Here's what they have to say.
I'm looking forward to the good weather.
Yes, me too. I'm excited to get outside.
We're most excited for the weather to get better.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most is baseball, warm weather and more baseball. It's just my favorite time of year. Well, summer's pretty good too, but I absolutely love spring. I love when the foliage comes back, the birds start chirping. It's just there's life again, and spring is life, and that's my favorite thing about the Palouse, I think.
I'm looking forward to making memories with my sorority sisters before I graduate next spring and get really busy.
Today, the City of Pullman announced on X that in partnership with Perfection Traffic Control, will be closing the north lane of Paradise Street. This closure will take place near Rancho Viejo and the High Street Mall cul-de-sac. The closure is necessary for the replacement of an aging power pole in the area. Drivers are encouraged to plan ahead and expect some delays.
Rodeo Drive in Moscow.
The Rose Garden Trio will perform at St. James Episcopal Church on Friday, March 21st at 7 p.m. The musicians will present a program featuring music of Murrow, Beethoven, and Turnia. Admission is donation of hard goods or a donation to local food banks. Do you have a dog? If the answer is yes, you may be able to help the WSU Veterinary College.
And how's the weather looking now that winter is over? We'll give you a forecast after the break.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Calling all canines, WSU researchers are recruiting dogs for a new study being done about the reactions to commonly used veterinary drugs. The study is aimed at developing a test to determine if a dog is at risk when taking certain medicines. Dog participants must be between 1 and 12 years old and 11 and 176 pounds. Owners can get a $20 Amazon gift card for participating.
Wondering how to make new friends in Pullman? There's a gathering tomorrow in downtown Pullman for a Meet New Friends gathering. Promote Pullman and hosting this to help locals meet new friends. The meetup is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Cups Cafe.
According to a study from Washington State University College, students who spent time with therapy dogs were less stressed and depressed than students who didn't. Patricia Pendry, a professor at WSU, said when students are new to college, they're missing their animals at home. 13 students from Palouse Prairie Charter School and Moscow Middle School will take part in the Idaho State Math Competition this weekend. The team qualified for the State Math Counts competition at last month's regionals in Lewiston. The competition is Saturday at Boise State University.
The Palouse Conservation District is hosting their annual tree scale sale at their office in Pullman from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday. There is no soil surrounding the roots of the plants, so you should plant them as soon as possible. Learn more about the event at palousecd.org.
A town hall meeting will be held in Moscow on Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the 1912 Center regarding the existing state of the federal government. Hosted by former Congressman Richard Stallings and Larry LaRocco, questions will be taken in a town hall format and is open to the public.
Latah County was alerted about a winter advisory warning. We have our reporter Emma live just outside of Latah County right now. Emma, how is it feeling out there?
Now, you know, guys, it wasn't pretty bad just until right now. The wind started picking up. I can't feel my hands, but I guess it could be worse because for you guys in Latah County, there is a winter advisory warning set from today at 5 p.m. till around 11 a.m. tomorrow, where 7 to 14 inches of snow are predicted to come down. So make sure you have your jackets on, make sure you wear your gloves. I sure as heck wish I would have had my gloves on today. But I'm gonna step on out of frame, and as you can see behind me, it looks like there are some winter storm clouds brewing in that mountain. So if you're passing through Lookout Pass later today or tomorrow, plan on winter driving conditions. Please drive slow, put the phone away, practice those defensive driving skills you learned in driver's ed years and years ago. It's going to be a slick one. Now, it's really cold out here, as I said, so make sure you guys have your winter clothes on. Winter definitely is not gone, but that's the joy about being in Pullman. You get all 5 seasons year round. I'm gonna send it over to Evan at the weather wall, who can give you a deeper look into what's the weather's looking like for the next few days. Reporting live in Moscow, Emma Underwood with Murrow News 8.
Thanks for that, Emma, and hopefully you're staying safe out there because that advisory is not nothing to mess with. As far as today, we do have a high of 50 with a low of 32, and don't worry, it is very windy out there today. I know I almost got blown over walking to class today. So there you see down there, the winds are up to 20. Actually, the possibility was up to 37 miles an hour tonight on some winds. As you see, the low is 32, so look forward to some snow tonight. A little chance, I was reading earlier. But as we head into tomorrow, I know it's about the same, but it is going to be rainy as well. So tomorrow, high of 46 and a low of 34. There is a good chance tomorrow night there's going to be a mix of rain and snow. So keep your eyes as to that as the temperature is dropping again. The winds about the same, so very windy here in Pullman. As the same winds, another about 33, gusts up to 33 miles an hour heading into tonight. And yeah, so expect the rain there as well as we move on to our state math here, heading all the way across the state. Looking about the same with some showers over there, so keep an eye on over there. When we get to Yakima and Tri-Cities down here, temperatures are looking to rise, as they are looking to rise over here as well. When I look around behind me here to Spokane and over there and over here in Pullman, I should say, the breeze is it is very breezy out there, so don't forget about that when you're walking to Spokane. Not as breezy, just kind of cloudy, mixed with some sunshine coming up in the further days. But as we head in Pullman, I know that tomorrow is going to be a little bit of the same windy. Sunday is going to be rainy, but if you look on Monday, and I'll step back here, and Tuesday, the weather is looking to actually get a little more sunnier. The rain should stick around for Monday, but Tuesday, high of 68, low of 45. So let's keep that sun in our minds. And then Wednesday at the end, high of 69, but let's not forget that the rain will be coming back. But that was a look at our forecast here in Pullman. Back to you, Cooper and Emily, at the desk.
Thanks, Evan and Emily. I don't know about you, but that 70-degree day is looking pretty sweet. Do you have any plans that day?
I don't. Just lay out in the sun. I'm way too excited to, even think about what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and it should be fun. Hopefully it warms up for baseball here. But up next, the WSU swim team's efforts in the NCAA all come down to tomorrow.
Our sports reporter, Seth Stern, will give you a full preview after the break.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Hi, I'm Seth Stern. Welcome to your Murrow News 8 sports segment. 3 Washington State swimmers have made it over to Federal Way for the 2025 NCAA Swimming Championship. Juniors Emily Lundgren and Dory Hathazi, along with freshman Darcy Revitt, were all selected for the swimming and diving championships. Today, we will see Lundgren complete in the 100-meter breaststroke, with all 3 competing tomorrow. Revitt in the 100 free, Lundgren in the 200 breast, and Hathazi in the 200 fly. Moving over to baseball, WSU hosts San Diego State University in a 3-game home series. The series begins tonight at 4:05 p.m. and continues over the weekend, with the Cougs looking for their 3rd series win this season. San Diego State leads the all-time series 10-7, but WSU has won their last 2 meetings back in 2023. With this weekend will be their first meetings in Pullman. WSU women's basketball is currently enjoying a first-round bye in the Women's National Invitational Tournament. They will host the winner of tonight's matchup between Utah Valley and Air Force. Cammie Etheridge was bittersweet in describing the team's bid to the tournament.
It's not where we want to be year after year. You know, clearly the NCAA tournament is what we want our standard to be. You know, it's just a fantastic opportunity for us to continue to practice and get some game experience. And I really want to use.
On the topic of basketball, here's our reporter Matthew Sampson with what fans have to say about the Cougs in the College Basketball Crown Tournament.
Being a men's Cougar basketball fan this season has not been easy.
Palm Springs, the Mustangs pour in 50 second half point.
And this in-state rival continues with a little bit of a different look.
They are fun to watch, Dave, this Gonzaga team, and they are playing their best basketball.
A lot of loyal Cougar fans would chalk this season up as a big disappointment with how much of a roller coaster it was.
I think the big takeaway from this season is injuries. The big one obviously being Cedric Coward, losing him pretty much 2 weeks into the season.
Definitely a disappointing season, but you know, there's some bright spots and their new head coach, some young players who are looking great. So there's something to be happy about and definitely some disappointment to be had as well.
While this season hasn't been as exciting as the last, there is still Cougar basketball to watch this March. The Cougs were invited to the College Basketball Crown Tournament, where they will play Georgetown on Monday, March 31st in the first round. This will be the Cougs' first time playing in this tournament, leaving some fans on edge about what's to come.
I think we got a good shot against Georgetown. ASU will be tough, so it'd be either ASU or Nebraska next, but I like our chances against Georgetown and BC to be great to see us finish the season off strong.
I'm hoping we do good. We were improving a little bit during the end of the season, started getting a little more chemistry down, I think, towards the end.
Win or lose, you can expect a lot of fans at the Coug or Valhalla during and after the game. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Matthew Sansom from Murrow News 8.
The WSU tennis team is traveling to Spokane to face Gonzaga at 1 p.m. tomorrow at the Stevens Center. WSU leads the game, or enters the game leading the all-time series 25-1. WSU also ranks 57th in the latest ITA rankings after reaching a season high of 45 in February's rankings. The Pullman Greyhounds baseball team is off to a hot start, starting this season off 3-0 with 2 Mercy Rule victories in Spokane and a Wednesday 7-6 walk-off win in the bottom of the 8th inning over North Central. Stolen bases and 3 Greyhounds with multiple hits, including Braden Randall leading the team with 2 RBIs, led them to a victory. The Mariners are on the road playing the Kansas City Royals today at 1:05 p.m. The previous match between the two teams ended in a 7-6 victory for the Royals. With that, opening day for the Mariners is just under 1 week away. The Mariners have also launched the Root Sports Stream app, providing fans in the Pacific Northwest access to all Root Sports programming, including live Mariners games. The app is available for $19.99 per month with no long-term commitment, providing a new plan for fans of the Mariners who don't have access to the games.
It's been 19 years since a certain social media site got its start. We'll tell you which one after the break.
Many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
And here's a fun fact for your Friday. Today is the 19th anniversary of the first ever tweet on Twitter. Jake Dorsey, one of the creators of Twitter, which is now called X, tweeted, "Just setting up my Twitter."
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am not one to call it X, as it's a weird transition to calling it just a letter X instead of Twitter itself, but I also don't find myself scrolling on Twitter like that. What about you guys? I'm more of an Instagrammer myself over here.
Same.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I, first off, don't even call it X. I still call it Twitter. And I was pretty sad when they got rid of the blue bird when, on the app. So, that's what I got.
I feel like that blue bird was like a staple to Twitter. It's just one of those things that I used to tweet. Probably shouldn't have been on Twitter at the time, but I was like 13. That was when I tweeted the most. What about you guys?
I think the same. I think we all were young on Twitter, and we should definitely have not said some things that were being said on Twitter. What about you, Coop?
Oh, I didn't even download Twitter till about a couple years ago. It was already X at that point, so I guess I was in a different boat than you guys. But I had the Instagram before, so yeah, a lot of stuff posted on there I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, but thanks for watching Murrow News 8. Check out our socials and visit us next time.